Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Preeti, the Sassy Book Squirrel, and I make bookish content on this channel. So if you are new, I would suggest you subscribe to this channel if you are an avid reader and if you love reading books and knowing about the book reviews and stuff like that, what's in, then you should consider subscribing. And there is a previous video on my YouTube channel. I just started this about 3 weeks ago, so that is a newbie tag. So if you want to know more about me and my reading preferences, my choices, etc., then please do check out that video. I will probably link it in the description and you could check that out. So today I'm here with a book review, but before we jump into the review, apologies for being very inconsistent. So I promised that I would make a video every week, but unfortunately I've been so busy with my baby girl's first birthday, like I mentioned last time. So we've had guests at home and we've been really busy, and I haven't been able to really film a video as such. So, and also I was collecting some equipments to film. My friends who saw my previous YouTube video and my IGTV videos suggested that I use a mic for the audio. So I went ahead and purchased a Lavlier mic, the one you see right here. It's from Boya and I bought it from Amazon. So if you are looking to purchase something like that, let me know and I will give this a link to you, or probably I'll put it in the description box as well. And people who are watching my video like for the second or third time now, please do let me know if there's any change in the audio quality. I would be very glad to know that feedback. I also got a small tripod. It's not really a tripod that you can use to adjust height. It's just a gorilla tripod, but it's coming in handy because I'm just starting off the channel. I do not want to invest much. So that's the one I'm shooting on right now. It's a gorilla tripod from Amazon. I will also give the link to that in the description box. And last but not the least, the t-shirt that I'm wearing. It says "Women who read are dangerous." I hope you can see that. Yeah, so this is from MuselotIndia. So MuselotIndia is a company that makes a lot of t-shirts and mugs and notebooks and stuff like that. So you can use my link to sign up. There's a referral link that I will give in the description box. And also if you use my code SASSYPRE10, then you would get a 10% flat discount on every single purchase. And the best part is that they have a lot of bookish merchandise, which includes t-shirts, mugs and notebooks. And they also have other stuff like yoga, travel, fitness, coffee and other themed t-shirts. So do check them out, and yeah, check them out from the link that I'm going to mention on the description box. So without any further ado, let's get started. The book that I am going to talk about today is The Vanishing Half by Brit Bennett. I don't know why, but I just love doing this to my hardcovers. It's just so satisfying. Okay, that apart, this book is from Chapter 1 Bookstore. I ordered this book from their Diwali sale in November. It's a hardcover, as you can see, and it has amazing quality. Do check them out on Instagram for their sale and other stuff like that. So yeah, this book has won the Goodreads Best Award for Historical Fiction 2020. And this book is going to be a mini series on HBO soon. If that already doesn't tell you how great this book is, then I don't know what else will. Okay, let's get started. The Vanishing Half by Brit Bennett is about a pair of identical twin girls who run away from their house at the age of 16 in search of a better future and identity. So they come from this place called a small town called Malad, and this place has only white-skinned dark people. I know it sounds like an oxymoron, but yes, they're all dark people, or rather Negroes. I'm not sure if you still use that word, but they are all fair-skinned. Yeah, so that was really intriguing, and I was always surprised throughout the book, wondering if there really existed such a place in the US where a whole town of such people actually existed, where everybody is of the same community, but they're all fair-skinned. I don't know, but yeah, so Stella and Desiree, the twin girls, run away from the house, from the town of Malad at the age of 16, and they go and find their own ways. They find jobs, they move places, and eventually everywhere they go, they are misunderstood to be whites because of their fair skin. So one of the sisters decides to just change her identity, or rather hide her identity, and starts living as a white. So at one of her interviews, she is misunderstood or misinterpreted to be white because of her skin color, and she chooses to hide the fact that she is not, and she continues living the same way. She gets married to a white guy, she has a daughter, and that's that. On the other hand, there is the other sister who marries a dark man. She has a baby who's also dark skinned like her father. And eventually we see that she's not very happy with her husband because of some domestic violence and stuff. Yeah, and that's a trigger for the book. There's domestic violence involved. So she decides to leave him and go back to her own town of Malad, and she brings this dark-skinned child into this community where everybody is fair-skinned. And whether this girl is accepted into a community of fair-skinned people, even though she is a dark-skinned person from the same community, that is a question. We're following two different timelines in this book. On one instance, we see what's happening in Malad and how they run away from the house and how they find jobs, etc. The flashback story. On the other hand, we also follow the daughters of these two twin girls who grow up to be teenagers, and they eventually, their lives cross and they meet each other, and at one point they do find out that they are cousins. And do they get along well? How do they unite their mothers together, and do they actually unite at all? And does this sister who vanishes and marries a white person and lives a different life hiding her identity, does she want to be identified and get back into the society? That is a question. Well, this book is so famous and so interesting and all of that because it has characters that are so deep. They connect with you on a different level. Each character is very, very unique and very deep. And trust me when I say this, it also has a lot of social messages like racism. It talks about bisexuals. It talks about colorism. I don't know if you guys have heard the term colorism, but when two different colors or colored people exist within a same community and they do not accept the other person, that's colorism. So it happens a lot in India itself, if I should be very precise. India has a lot of fair-skinned people, and people who are dark are usually also considered, I don't know what is the word to say, but they are always put down, and that's not everybody, but there is still a feeling of, well, I should have been born white kind of feeling that still exists here. And that's why, products like Fair and Lovely and stuff like that are famous in India. So yeah, that apart, this book has a lot of social elements, a lot of social messages, not just one social message, but several things like that. It also has trigger warnings, definitely, like I mentioned before. There is domestic violence, there is a lot of things involved, but it will not hit you hard, but it'll definitely make an impact on your life. It'll make you look at things in a different perspective. It'll give you a lot more maturity to understand things, and I really loved this book. Historical fiction is one of my favorite genres ever. If you people are following me for a while now, you guys should probably know that. In a world of science fiction and crime fiction and high fantasy, call me an old school, but I am a sucker for historical fiction. But I really don't know if we should call this a historical fiction because it feels more like a family drama or a how do I say, a domestic saga kind of genre. But it also falls into several different genres for that matters. And this was an excellent read. The writing style was excellent. Britt Bennett has done an amazing job on this book, and every single detail in this book, the way the characters are developed, the way we connect to them on a different level, every single thing about this book was great. The only thing that made me rate this book 4.5 out of 5 was that there were a little too much unnecessary details in between when we were following the life of the two teenage girls. I think that should have or could have probably cut short a bit, but nevertheless that isn't a matter at all. That could easily be ignored, and 4.5 stars according to me is a great rate. So I highly recommend you guys to pick this up, and especially now that it is going to be a HBO mini series, I suggest that you guys purchase this book or purchase an e-copy of this book and read it before it is out as a series, because yeah, why not, right? So I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you like watching reviews like this, then please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and continue supporting me. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye.